All right, so we're going to look at a level 2 dimensional analysis problem here. So we start with what we know. We have 14.1 meters, and we're going to place that over 1. Okay, I'm trying to get to miles, and I gave you guys centimeters to inches and miles to feet. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and bring meters down. We can go to centimeters. Okay, we're then going to bring centimeters down, and then we're going to go to inches. Still not there. Inches, we can get to feet. You guys know how to do that. And then feet, we can get to miles. Okay, so we're going to set it up. We've got meters to centimeters. There's 1 meter for every 100 centimeters. Cross off labels. Inches to centimeters. 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters. Cross off your centimeters. And feet to inches, we know that 1 foot is 12 inches. Cross off, cross off. And miles to feet, there's 5,280 feet for every 1 mile. Cross off. When we're done, notice that miles are on top. Now, when you think about where we're going from here, you're going from meters, like a meter stick to miles, so we'd expect to see all these numbers on the bottom, that we're going to see this number get smaller here. So I'm going to take 14.1 times 100 on top, and then I'm going to divide that by everything multiplied on the bottom. So I have 2.54 times 12 times 5,280, and I end up with this in your calculator, 8.76 times 10 to the negative 3 miles. We could take that back and go 3, 2, 1 and actually get 0.00876 miles is what this means, because it means we're going to get smaller by 3 tenths places, so we come back 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so this would be a level 2. Okay, so this is a level 2 dimensional analysis. So we have 9.31 feet per second, and we're going to take that over to kilometers per hour. So I'm going to start with what I know, 9.31 feet per every 1 second is the ratio we're looking at. I'm going to start with what's on top. Okay, so I'm going to come feet, and I did not give you a feet to kilometers, but you have a feet to inches. We go again. We've got inches to centimeters, and then we can go again to a centimeters to kilometer. Now, if you wanted to go over centimeters to meters and meters to kilometers, you could make this 2 steps if you wanted. Okay, so that's going to take out everything on top, leave us with kilometers on top. All right, so now to work with the time, second is going to come up to minute. We'll go again. Minute can come up to hour. We're done. Cross off, cross off, cross off, and cross off. And we're left with kilometers per hour, which is where we want to go. Okay, so we know that there's 12 inches in a foot. We know that 2.54 centimeters are every 1 inch. Kilometers to centimeters, I'm just going to do this down here really quickly. Okay, we know that there's 100 centimeters in 1 meter, but we could do this in one step. If we say there's 1 kilometer, there's 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 centimeters in a kilometer. All right, so then if we're talking seconds to minutes, we know that there's 60 seconds in 1 minute, and we know that there's 60 minutes in 1 hour. We're going to multiply everything on top, so 9.31 times 12 times 2.54 times 60 times 60 equals. We then divide that by everything on the bottom, which just happens to be 100,000. Hit equals. I end up with 10.22 kilometers per hour. Okay, so this is a level 3. Okay, this is a level 4. We have 8,421 milligrams per millimeters cubed, so this would be a density, and we want to take that over to pounds per feet cubed. So I'm going to start with what I know. I have 8,421 milligrams per millimeters cubed, and there's 1 millimeter cubed in this ratio. Okay, I'm going to start with the top, so I'm going to go milligrams, and I can get to grams, and then I'm going to go again, grams comes to pounds. Okay, cross off, cross off, cross off, and we are going to be left with pounds on top, which is what we want. Now we're going to work from bottom up. So I'm going to do this all in one shot. If you need to do it, you'd have millimeters, millimeters, millimeters. There'd be 3 if you need to do the long drawn out method. For millimeters cubed, I can go to centimeters cubed, and then I'm going to go again. That's a 3. Doesn't look like it. And I'm going to bring centimeters cubed up to inches cubed. And then I'm going to go one more time and go inches cubed to feet cubed. And this is why I'm not doing the long drawn out method, because you'd have millimeters per centimeter, millimeter per centimeter, millimeter per centimeter, and then centimeter per inch, centimeter per inch, centimeter per inch, and inch per foot, inch per foot, inch per foot. That would take forever. So we're going to do the condensed version. All right, so grams to milligrams, you know that for every 1 gram, there are 1,000 milligrams. Okay, pounds to grams, 454 grams for every 1 pound. All right, so this is what's a little tricky, so I'm going to write it up here. All right, so from millimeter to centimeter, we know that in 1 centimeter, there's 10 millimeters. Okay, but this is happening 3 times. So 10 times 10 times 10. So there's 1,000 millimeters cubed in 1 centimeter. Like I said, you could individually write this out if you wanted, but condensing it shows that higher level of understanding. So it's just 10 times 10 times 10. All right, so centimeters to inches, we know that there's 1 inch and 2.54 centimeters. So once again, you take your 2.54 times 2.54 times 2.54, and you're going to get about 16.39 centimeters cubed for every 1 inch cubed. And then inch to feet cubed, we know that for 1 foot there's 12 inches. So to get it cubed, you're going to take 12 times 12 times 12, and you get 1,728. All right, so let's take care of these bottom labels here so we know where we're going. Millimeters cubed goes away, centimeters cubed goes away, inches cubed goes away. Notice we're left with pounds per feet cubed, which is what we want. So we multiply everything on top, 8,421 times 1,000 times 16.39 and times 1728 equals. Dividing on the bottom, we have 1,000 times 454, and we end up with 525,327.95-ish, okay, pounds per feet cubed. All right, so here's our big answer. We could round this if we wanted, or if you want to put it in scientific notation, that's something I can show you when I get back to how you could move this over so you're not dealing with such a big number. Okay, once again, that's a level 4.